Hi, everyone. My name is Amy. I'm generally your hidden consumers expert, but today I am going to talk about NAWBO and membership with our chapter, NAWBO Inland Empire. If you're not in the Inland Empire, which is in Southern California, it's still relevant to you, but you'll want to talk to your local chapter about the benefits they provide you in your area. But NAWBO membership is national, so no matter where you're at, there's even a virtual chapter. So my name is Amy. I am your NAWBO Inland Empire chapter president for this year, 2024-2025. And with me today is Vanessa, and I'm going to let her introduce herself. So tell us who you are, Vanessa, what you do, and what is your position with the NAWBO board.
Hi, thanks, Amy. My name is Vanessa. I'm founder of Mariposa Sources, a business coaching consulting firm that specializes in lead generation with events. So I actually joined NAWBO IE chapter in June of this year as the board member or chair of program and events because I felt a true connection with all these wonderful women supporting each other as we grow our businesses.
That is amazing. And that is kind of what NAWBO is about too, right? Locally, it's all about what are those connections we grow. So a little bit about NAWBO. NAWBO is the National Association of Women Business Owners, and we got our start, which will be 50 years ago next year. So 49 years. It's just 49 years. But we got our start because women could not open bank accounts or credit cards or do anything financially for themselves without a male signature. And women have been running businesses since before the invention of the car. So it's been holding us back. So in the 70s, our founders got together and decided to make themselves a place at the table at the White House with the president to discuss how do we get women the ability to have their own financial freedom so they can run their businesses and continue to move forward. That led to HR 5050, which was passed in 1988. I was 11 years old when women got their own financial freedom. And that is the core, right? That is what we do. We help women, support women, and make sure they have the resources they need to support their businesses. From a national level, we work as a bipartisan group in DC. We have representation there, working with various members of our government to make sure that women are always protected. Right now, micro business owners is a big push for us. As we saw during COVID with PPP money coming out, it was the micro business owner who doesn't have someone to do every single job, and you got your micro business owner who wears the one hat for everything. They struggled in getting funding because they didn't have all the right documentations. They couldn't write their proposals the way they needed to get that funding. And in our own local area, PPP money went to, LA Lakers, that went to local chains because they qualified under the rules of what is a small business, which then hurt a lot of our small businesses and micro business owners because we couldn't do the same thing that they could. So our national push is really to get recognition for the micro business owner and make sure there is basically a defined space for them so they have equal access to funding that, like the LA Lakers get. But we want that too. Because we're in California, though, we have an extra step, and we have NAWBO California. I am a board member for NAWBO California as well. I am the director of accessibility education, and NAWBO California does the same thing, but in Sacramento. So we at NAWBO did not support the AI bill. There was a lot of vagueness within that bill. And even though we could see where people were trying to go, it was pushed through too quickly, and we didn't really get a great bill out of that. So we did request that bill be vetoed. And that was part of what NAWBO California, with other major people within the state, put their names on. Locally, we're not quite that advocacy focused. Locally, we understand that in order for us as business owners to grow, it's great that we have people fighting for us in those areas, but we need to be a community of business owners who are willing to reach back and help bring up those who are just starting. So we have a combination of business owners. We are people who have been in business for 30 plus years, and we're people who just opened their business yesterday. Because at the end of the day, we need the full circle to help everybody. The new business owners coming in can help our more established businesses by helping them stay on track with latest technology. What's the latest trend? They're going to be there to help be that guide and that voice to help give them advice. our And for our newer owners, they're looking to, how do I stay in business? Most businesses close after 2 years. So how do you stay in business, and what are the keys to keep moving forward? And what do you need to have in place? So we have this great full circle of business owners who help each other out. No matter where you're at and what level you're at, you're always looking for that next step. And you're going to be able to find it within the NAWBO ranks. So today, we want to talk about membership and why that is so important. So I'm going to share the NAWBO screen here. Give me 2 seconds. Woo, isn't that so nice? Okay, so the big things with NAWBO is we're all about that connection. We're connecting a variety of business owners together to really help everybody grow their business, but we're also a learning community. So within your local chapter here at Inland Empire, we are working really hard to try and get programming online that's educational. We've had some missteps. Hang on with us. We are getting this worked out. We will be good to go. We still want to do our AI programming. We've had some obstacles that we had to overcome that we weren't expecting, but we still want to do AI programming. So that will be coming up. We're going to be talking with a bookkeeper about what do you need to do for your taxes? How do you keep your books in order so that when tax season comes around, or if you need to file for something like PPP, you're covered and have your financial statements ready to go. The other big area that's coming up for us is in January, we'll be talking with a company called Polypay. It's someone I know in my network, and I've done business with her for about 3 or 4 years now. She offers a solution for people who are in e-commerce versus that allows you to charge and do things like instead of using Stripe or Square or other things like that, it's a system of payment that actually saves you money and puts more money in your pocket instead of in the pockets of the company that you need to use for their financial services. So she'll be coming in January. So those are some of the things. But the other thing we're learning is how to network, right? There's a mindset that networking is about going to an event, dropping off as many business cards as possible, and then walking out. That's not how we do things here. One of the things that we're going to talk about when you come to our in-person events is, how do you network to build a relationship? People do business with people they like, know, and trust, and that's the same for business to business. So what we're going to do is help you discriminate a difference between a networking partner and a strategic partner, and we're going to show you and guide you through different activities that help you build that relationship with potentially who could be a network connection for you. One of our big favorite games that we've done in the past that we're bringing back is Network Bingo. I actually forget to fill in. I'm an author now on the page. Woohoo! So we're going to do fun things like that. We're always going to bring it that next level. We're trying to build relationships. We want you to have a community of women that you can reach out to. I hear a lot from moms, they're stay-at-home moms, they're working, they're doing what they need to, but they miss that adult connection. Well, this is a great way to work on your business, but get adult communication and connection with other people who understand. We're not all moms. I'm not a mom, but it doesn't mean there aren't other moms in our organization. So we're here to help and provide a space that helps you grow your business no matter where you're at and what stage of business you're in. As for the advocacy side, Vanessa wanted to say something. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
It's okay. Just on that note of the possibilities for collaboration when you have those connections is unlimited, and it's just really cool to be open in that, to grow your business, to get more skill sets from others that have been in business longer.
Yeah, yeah. So out of curiosity, have you learned anything? Like, is there something fun tidbit you've pulled out of any of our meetings? Like, I know it hasn't been many, but
Well, I do have a collaboration with our marketing chair. because she's also an event planner.
Yeah.
So this coming holiday season, we're planning on doing some work together.
That's awesome. That's great. And I know I'm the queen of I can connect you to someone.
Yes, you are. I need to get you a crown.
You know, there's no point of having a global network if you can't connect people. You need something. We were talking a great example of, you know, how do we help each other in that community we're trying to support. Every week we are doing on Thursday from 5:30 to 7, we're doing an event online Zoom. Just pop in, talk to us about NAWBO, and we will um, kind
Answer
of talk to you about the
questions.
member benefits and what we can do for you. We happened to have someone pop in last week, and I'm like, I don't know if she joined, but I got her a connection. She was telling me, walking through what her problems are in business and where she was struggling at, and I'm like, it sounds like you actually need someone who's been in your shoes that can help show you the way. And I happen to have just met someone locally about a month ago. So that night I sent an email and connected them both. So those are the things that I'm all about. Uh, it, it's really key to me. I want our group to be what I needed when I was at that level of business. And when I first joined NAWBO, I joined NAWBO because of the advocacy. I'm very much an advocate. I advocate for people with disabilities in the workplace, and I want people with disabilities to be included in events, not just, oh, the door. We meet ADA standards, but we're not actually going to let you get into our event space because we're not going to make room for you. That's where I have an issue, and that's where my advocacy comes into play. Because I want to be at the front table, because you can't put me in the corner. I will be in the front.
Well, you are our president. So.
So me and my wheelchair have to be able to move. So that's where I come in. But when I joined NAWBO, it wasn't what I'm trying to create for us today. I didn't get those connections with people who were willing to help be a guide and a support or an ear or provide connections. I work really hard to build relationships. I mean, I've been in business almost 5 years now, and you don't have a global network by not building relationships. And I think that that's really where I want our chapter to go, is to be that group where we build the relationships. I'm even reaching out now to other organizations. I'm making sure I'm involved and we're seen. And because you can be part of multiple groups, you can be part of your local chamber, you can be part of NAWBO. You can be in BNI and you can be in NAWBO. Like they're not contradictory, they're complementary. We're going to help some way or another. It's just a different look at how we build relationships. So for me, that's the big part. That is my love of NAWBO, is the advocacy. Not everybody does like I do. So how do we provide those relationships? And that's really where I want it to go, is I want this to be a community of people who help. You know, our motto is that we reach back and bring people up, and you can't do that if you're not open and connecting and building relationships with everybody who walks in your door. Doesn't matter. We do have men. I'm going to tell you, there are men members of NAWBO. I know we're the women's business organization, but we do have men, and they are our NAWBROs. So we do have NAWBROs in our organization. Not locally. We're trying to find a man who is willing to support women business owners and be a NAWBRO, but we are open to all in this organization. So I'm going to wrap this up, because if you want to know more, I'm going to recommend you join in on our Zoom calls, which are coming up again on Thursday, 5:30. Check out our website for NAWBO Inland Empire. It's NAWBO-IE.org. See what our next upcoming events are, and you're going to see between now and the end of the month, there's only 2 Thursdays we're not meeting, and that is Halloween and Thanksgiving, but we'll be meeting every Thursday between now and then otherwise. Bring your questions, meet us, find out more about us and when our next in-person event was. Jump into one of those Zoom chats. And if the Zoom just isn't working for you, email me. You can email me at amy@hiddenconsumers.com. And I will be more than happy to answer any of your questions, jump on a call with you. and we can just figure out what it is you need and talk about what it is NAWBO can do for you. So, Vanessa, do you have any parting words for us as my as my kitty gets involved?
I'm just really excited to grow the chapter and really find out what programs the community wants and develop those and strengthen the experience that everyone has.
Yep, and that's huge. Like we're trying to find more programs, especially for the educational ones or Zoom programming, but we really need input from the community on what you want to see. So feel free, drop when you see this video, drop it in chat. We'll get the message that it's there, the notification. But we would really love to know, what are you looking for, so we can be more streamlined in our efforts to get things booked. The one big event that is happening is March 5th. We are having our gala. So the big announcement right now before we close off is March 5th is we're bringing back amazing women entrepreneurs. We're going to be celebrating two very important women business owners, and they're going to be receiving awards that evening. The first award is that will be accepting applications for shortly is a NAWBO member who is considered a business owner that really identifies and is a great example of what it means to be a NAWBO member in helping others and moving forward. The winner of that award will actually also then be submitted to NAWBO California for California Business Owner of the Year from NAWBO. The other award we're giving out is a community member who is not a NAWBO member, so you don't have to be in NAWBO to get that award, but you do exemplify and you are a great example of what NAWBO's ideals are as well, and you're doing the same thing. You're leading by example, you're helping others, and you're really making sure that other women business owners have what you didn't have when you started your business. So we're giving out those two awards for sure. We're debating on a couple others. I still think we need to give out a NAWBO an award to find someone who is local and enjoy as a male and supports women, but that's harder to find. So for the most part, March 5th, mark your calendars. It's a Wednesday night, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Details will slowly be coming out over the next few months, but mark your calendars for the NAWBO Gala and the event to support amazing women entrepreneurs in Inland Empire. All right, with that, have a great rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. Please reach out with any questions or comments. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to see you in one of our weekly Zooms over the next couple months.